Yeah. Oh yeah, but look at this.
Oh, yeah, the flu, dude. The flu's.
This is crazy though, cause like, wow. So there's 40 people that have died already in China from this.
You think that maybe they're not reporting all the numbers?
I mean,
right?
I don't
They
even
could
think
be.
they've gotten to all the people yet. Think about. I remember I seen a video like people like riding. They're like, you know, how they got like locked in, whatever, or like they got like they can't leave the country. They're quarantined sort of in their own like.
Quarantine, yeah.
And I seen them like in hospitals. There was like 900 people in the hospital.
Really?
And there was like literally bodies on the floor with covered.
Oh.
And it's like.
Wait, where is it? In China?
Yeah, man. And they literally had. I seen a thing last night. They have to build a hospital in 10 days. Like they had to build a whole hospital
in 10 days.
In 10 days.
To get all the people.
Because it's that bad, yeah.
Wow.
And like, so I remember seeing that. This thing, and I was talking to my girlfriend about this. Like, they said they got the lady that was it a lady? Yeah, it was a lady that came back from China, that like got it a few days later. I think it was like 3 days, right? So she got back to the airport, you know, touched whatever she touched all over the airport, obviously, right? Got home, however she got home. So let's say Uber or something, right? Taxi probably. Gets home. Like let's say like 2 more days go by, right? She probably had gone to like the grocery store and everything, dude. Like
yeah,
just all these different things. And then they said that they quarantined everyone who like she kind of talked to. They said the few people that she like had been in contact with, they've been quarantined. But it's like, what about all the people on the flight that just dispersed out of the Chicago airport into the city where we live?
Exactly.
And then like outward, like literally just everywhere.
How would you feel if you were the person that got it? And you like gave it to someone and be like, an asshole. It's like a total dick.
Dude, I don't know, that'd be really bad. If I was the one to get it and like I brought it from China.
Yeah.
Oh dude.
I don't know if I go to China right now.
Oh, you literally couldn't. You can't even get in there.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't even leave.
Well,
they're all trying to leave. At first, they all just started like leaving the country. China, like I don't know what kind of
Chinese people did.
Yeah, they were
just like recently or now.
Like no, like right when it was happening.
Oh,
that's why they were all trying to get out.
Yeah, it was like a big holiday or something. Some big like holiday weekend or holiday.
Dude, yeah, I don't even know what happened, what they were doing to like that this all happened, but apparently I read that it started in the Middle East in 2012.
Well,
did you hear about that?
So the Middle East, that's the coronavirus coronavirus can cause Middle Eastern MERS, Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome, but it can cause also like SARS, which is severe acute respiratory syndrome.
Right.
So it's like. So
and then this one's like SARS cousin I keep reading, so it's like.
Yeah, so it's like it can cause SARS. So that's what they were saying.
So let's see some facts here.
Yeah.
But what?
Well, they were saying that they think it began because people in the rural regions of China were eating bats.
Dude, my girlfriend told me that, and I seen a thing on Snapchat about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like I'm not gonna believe that at first because I was like, that's like a typical media move.
That's what people do.
You know, like, and then I realized like they're literally eating bats.
Yeah.
It's like that's probably not a good idea.
They have a thing with fungus right now. Bats across the U.S. and probably
no doubt, man. They're gross.
That's the thing, the white nose. It's like a white nose fungus type of deal.
Why?
People in other countries, they eat like it's like, I forget what it's called. Like in Africa, it's called like jungle meat or something like that. They eat monkeys and things like that.
Oh,
monkeys have a lot of diseases, so it's the same idea as bats. Like bats can have a lot of diseases, but they eat monkeys sometimes. Not everywhere, but like in the black market like meat area.
Yeah, that's like that.
And they can get really sick.
I bet, man. But let's see these facts real quick because they're pretty interesting. I know it's like this is like beginning to like pick up and speed the problem. So it says right here that as of Saturday, the death toll surpassed 40, and 36 million people had gotten locked down from traveling. So that's pretty insane. 36 million people got locked in with sick people, essentially, you know? Like, they're basically all quarantined together.
Possibly sick people.
Horrible. You know? like that's crazy. I
Yeah.
understand what they're trying to get out, you know, because like, I mean, I'd be pretty mad if someone like trapped me with a bunch of like
People.
stuff like this. You're
Yeah.
seeing people die from it, and like
Yeah.
you can't go anywhere. That's pretty crazy to me, but it makes sense, you know.
Mm-hmm. Trying to keep people safe, but to what degree?
And then the National Health Commission reported a jump in the number of infected people to 1,287, with 41 deaths, and then that's from 29 provinces in China.
China's a big country.
That is a big, yeah.
China's a really big country.
I wonder how big. I wonder how big this is actually there. You know, because you know how like here when like stuff happens.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know, because like I feel like we're showing like extremes. I feel like everyone's showing extremes of other countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even know what it's actually like there. Like I've never been there.
There's over 1 billion people in China. Over 1 billion people in China. Think about that. So
36 million is really not that many.
And that's just quarantine
cities,
people. 1,000 people. What they say, 1,000 people are infected. That's a fraction of like how many people are in China, but still, it can. People it can transfer. Easily.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of it as like, since it's like a virus, like it's like by touch, you know, and like it's like a cold. They say it's like a common cold, right?
Yeah.
That the fact that think about how many people this 1,200 can like talk, like communicate with and like socialize with. They're definitely gonna spread that.
Yeah.
You know, literally just saying it got back to here in Australia.
Oh, see, Australia, and there was somewhere else that I went to. Indonesia, I think it was. Maybe.
Yeah, I saw somewhere else too. I can't remember, but so that's getting pretty crazy right now.
I think they said it's in Europe. I think I heard somewhere it was in Europe and another place in Asia. Let me see.
Oh, here we go. Here's the Chicago one. So
it was out there. I was near here. I was in Hoffman Estates.
France. Yeah,
it was
France.
In Hoffman Estates in France. Yeah, France.
Yeah.
But it was in Hoffman Estates. It's not that far from here.
That's real close. That's I think about 10 minutes from me.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
That's nothing.
Which is like
for me it's a drive, but for you it's nothing. Yeah.
That sucks.
No.
That sucks, man.
Just avoid it.
I hope we don't go to the same grocery store. I'm not trying to get that. But the crazy thing is that like it takes like a few days to like
that sucks.
It gets in your system, and then you just go do your thing, whatever, and then
all of a sudden you just like, start feeling like bad, and you just feel like you got
right, and then you already like have been around your family and like your friends and all this, and now
that's bad.
They're all like, oh my god, I got 2 days left. And it's like you might have 2 days left. We don't know yet.
Sorry, you might.
Yeah, it's crazy. Australia now announced its first case Saturday. A Chinese man in his 50s who returned from China last week.
Wow.
Is the one that got it. It's so weird though. It seems like it's spreading across the world so quick. Right?
You ever play that game Pandemic? You know what game I'm talking about? This game online where you could like
I heard of it.
You simulate a virus and
I heard
you
of it.
Transfer.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Laptop.
Yeah.
I almost played it one time.
Yeah.
But then it seemed like super like complicated.
It's kind of complicated to start off, but like it's kind of like that. It's just spreading.
So the point is to beat the disease.
Yeah, you can be different types, beat the disease, and then you try like just like infect everyone. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
It's brutal, dude. It's probably real, dude. It's probably legit. It's probably legit.
A really bad. Actually,
it's
like really bad disease. But yeah.
It's like fucking like a. What do you call those things? Like you ever see that? Oh, what's that movie? I forgot what it was. Oh, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I've
you ever see that? How it's like the games
that.
and people.
Yeah.
And like, but it's real life too.
Yeah.
It's like, what if, dude, we're playing games and stuff, and it's like, we're literally building plagues for like our own country and stuff, an accident. That'd be crazy, dude. Yeah. I highly doubt it.
They've bioengineered weapons before through like
with sickness, right?
Through sickness, yeah.
That's just evil, man. Like,
that's really bad. That's that happened a few times throughout history.
Yeah, that's. Ew.
There was a projection of, so there was I'll pull up the article. It was basically something simulated a recent sickness, and there's like this computer program, and they would simulate a recent sickness or like a potential sickness, and they simulated a coronavirus, like sickness about 6 months ago, or like 3 months ago, and it ended. The simulation ended with like 6.5 million people dying. That's what the end of the simulation.
Do you believe that?
I don't
Who
know.
did this? Was it a YouTube video?
No, I'm gonna look it up here. I'm gonna look it up. It was like a study. It was like something, yeah.
Oh, it was like a credible thing?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh,
that's,
shit,
yeah.
we're probably fucked. It's over. It's over, dude.
It's over.
It's here. We're in Chicago. That's like the population.
Let's see if
That
I can
sucks.
find it. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, here. Here, this is it. Here.
That sucks.
Um,
It's in DC too.
okay. Much worse. Less than 3 months ago, public health researchers at Johns Hopkins University ran a simulation of what would happen if an especially lethal treatment-resistant strain of coronavirus emerged on a Brazilian pig farm. So it's not like exactly the situation there is
Oddly
now.
specific.
It's just a
Here.
simulation, yeah, from pigs. So because it started from pigs, they'd have to get that from.
Okay.
So its model suggested that such a disease would kill 65 million people within
my God.
18 months.
It's way more than.
So, but for the moment, this coronavirus seems much more not as dangerous, because 65 million is a lot of people.
Okay.
But that's not to say that viruses can't evolve. You know, they can change their properties to, or
Dude, that's crazy
to
too.
things. Yeah.
Like how is that even a thing? It just adapts. So like you take medicine, it's like
Yeah. It
switches.
mutates. Yeah, it
evolves.
mutates. It gets used to it. It mutates. Yeah.
It's like
It's not fast, but it happens. It creates it.
yeah. You know what I was just thinking of too. This just came out like what, a day or two ago. So I think we don't even know if it can get that bad or not yet. I think we have to wait legit like 2 more days, and then like.
You think so?
I mean, because people like it happens 2 to 5 days is when their symptoms show up.
Oh, that's
So
true.
all these people that
That's very true.
been in contact with, the ones that were on the plane with her, she could have gotten it like 2 days or 3 days before she got her flight, and then the symptoms came up like a day or two after she got back.
And you know how
And all these people, let's say it's like 4 days,
Yeah.
and then it's like boom, the U.S., Australia, France, other parts of Europe.
Well, you gotta ask how do you
China.
if it's a flu, for example, you get SARS. They say you get SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome. That's fever, dry cough, headache, muscle aches, and difficulty breathing or symptoms. Why won't someone just think it's like pneumonia or like a really bad flu?
Yeah,
they could have it.
They say it even shows up as pneumonia and something else too, asthma too.
Yeah.
You have breathing
And
problems.
then you can just transfer it all over because you think it's just a simple bad flu. You know, flus are contagious, but like to some people, they just still do their stuff, work while they're sick, and it could be a situation where it could be the coronavirus. I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
That's super valid.
I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that can get really bad quick. Let's hope it's nothing bad like it's been